Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is a guest we've had before, and I'm so happy to welcome them again, Don Tree. Hey Don, how are you?
Hola. Oh, I'm good. I'm blessed.
Awesome. So great to have you here with us today. And we're here to just chat about some stuff. So it is really amazing to have you here and to welcome you back to our channel. So thanks for being here.
Oh, I'm glad to be
So
back.
yeah, no problem. Let's get into the meat of it now. This year, the 100th anniversary of Tulsa. And, one of the things I've realized, especially in the last few years, is that there has been more awareness, there has been more attention, there has been more, amplification of, the Tulsa Massacre within the past few years, which I'm so happy to see because personally, I didn't even know about its existence until and I think I told you this the last time we spoke that I didn't know about its existence until watching Watchmen. Like that was my first time ever, and I was like, "No way, this is real." And now, in my head, it's almost like when you just know something like it's a historical thing, and I'm like, I can't believe just a few years ago I didn't even know this, and like it's now one of the things that you just know that happened. So this year was the 100th anniversary of it, and tell me how you've been involved with commemorating, that centennial.
Okay, well, I'm a painter. I'm an artist, business owner, and so it's 100 years since the massacre that occurred that wiped out over 600 businesses in Greenwood. So Bloomberg and the 1921 Race Massacre Commission gave $1 million to artists to commemorate. So I was able to create this experience called the Greenwood Joy Experience. I wanted to not necessarily continue to reflect pain, but to look at solutions really. So how can we get to a joyful place? Because I don't really feel that collectively, holistically in Tulsa. So, visuals that express joy, like smiling, dancing, saying hello to your neighbor, and having pride. Those were key elements of the experience. And then I edited together a film that looked at how we can get to that joy. So that was ownership, spiritual healing, and financial payback. So that was a 50-minute film that I put together that I showed twice in the experience. So that was my contribution, raising money for our youth economic funds, which essentially is going to be able to provide opportunities for young people in regards to entrepreneurship and art. And so, just putting a different spin on it. A lot of people really just reflected on the tragedy, and I wanted to uplift in a way. So
certainly.
So that went on through the centennial, and it closed out on Juneteenth, which Tulsa was the largest Juneteenth in the nation, and it's now an official holiday.
Yes, it is.
Reparations.
So you as you said, you're an artist, you're a painter. Was this your first film that you created for this to commemorate?
No, like I put together some smaller work. I have a background in journalism, so that's where I kind of acquired my editing skills. So I put together journalistic stories. I put together about a 15-minute film going into the forest and painting. So I put that together, and then but this was very contemplative, well thought out compilation of music videos from anywhere from Stevie Wonder to and Gladys Knight, Michael Jackson, but then also putting together information that's essential to our growth in America as Black people.
Now, you experienced Juneteenth there, right, in Tulsa. So what was that like? Talk to me about that experience.
Oh, lots of people from all over, soliciting businesses. It would be greater if there were more Black-owned businesses, but a lot of food trucks got business. There's only, I'll be honest, there's a couple of white-owned businesses on Greenwood that are brick and mortar that have bars and grills, and they were heavily solicited. And so, gentrification is real in Tulsa. they they opened up the museum that they're building down there, so that was nice to see
Yeah.
that. There was a lot of commotion. Cameo came down. They gave Mario the keys to the city, which I did not understand, but that's neither here nor there.
So tell me, what would you like to see, when it comes to development in Tulsa, especially, considering what Tulsa once was, and I know many have a vision of what it can be once again, and even greater. What would be your vision of what Tulsa should look like?
Um, Very inclusive of our community from the beginning levels of it. So from the planning even all the way to the implementation. So the contractors that are working on the project, to the designers, to the artists, very transparent. And then also for those who aren't involved in our process, who are business owners themselves, just looking at how we can sustain them appropriately. Maybe they don't have the funding and need like tax breaks, cuts, or breaks, period, in order to sustain their business over a longevity, a long period of time. So cutting the rent, even, not even needing them to pay it, because these companies, oil and natural gas companies, they're heavy in Tulsa. They have plenty of money. And so,
yes, they do. They have plenty of money. They do.
So, retribute, restoration, reparations, if you will, those things need to be done in real time. We need to stop just floating around and talking about it. So these are key ways to do it, I feel like.
Yeah, certainly, certainly. Do you have any, paintings or anything new that you wanted to share?
Well, through the experience, I created, my pieces are on wood, right? So they're about 5 feet in scale. But I made some prints to, for people to afford, So this is one of them.
Oh, wow.
That.
Oh, great, great.
So it reflects the smile, and I followed the grain of wood. If you look at it, I put glitter in it. Just key bright colors,
Yes, yes.
Let's see, and then this one was really well received. It's a dancing one.
Oh, this is great.
So
this
their
is great.
feet are 24 karat gold leaf, like the original painting, and they're dancing over a puddle of leeches. So leeches, they tend to they suck your blood and take it into it. So that represents a type of people. But if you keep dancing, you can kind of groove around them.
Certainly. And I see that a couple of the feet are like really above the ground. They're giving,
Yes. Elevation. Vibrate higher. And then saying hello to your neighbor and to your friend.
I love it. I love it. And the sunshine is that good Oklahoma sun, honey.
Right. I'm a global artist. I've been to Africa and back and looking to exhibit in other places. But here,
and you can see those influences. Yes. Wow. So
these were in the space, and then I complemented them with my graphic art, which really just expresses my Tulsa and the massacre and what happened there. So, I have a book based off of that that's being taught in Tulsa public schools and the library. It's like a collage style digital art. So.
Oh, wonderful. And the last time we spoke, we were in the height of the pandemic, 2020, and we chatted about your book. How is that? What's the reception been like and everything? And it's now a year forward. Tell me, what it's like.
Well, since then I've created a digital version of it for the Greenwood Culture Center. They commissioned me to do that, so that is on their YouTube channel, the Greenwood Culture Center. So it's expanding, it's taking legs. If anything, it's all about the respect level of doing anything. So if I storytell or if I exhibit these pieces, the compensation has to go along with it. And sometimes, certain organizations think that cultural preservation is free, and it's not. But there's respect out there, I say.
Certainly. And speaking of that, how can our viewers, support you, keep up with you, get prints if they want to, all of that? How can they go ahead and do that?
I have social media, so Instagram Underground Tree, Facebook Underground Tree Studios. I have a website which is utreep.com. That's the letter U, treep.com. Email undergroundtreeinfo@gmail.com. Those are main ways, you know. I'm doing an exhibition at TU, University of Tulsa, come August 26th. So if you want to come see me in person, I'll have information out about that. But it's August 26th. The time is still kind of in limbo, but and then that will be up for 2 months, so you can see that particular scale of work called the frequency of fear. So I'll be addressing more emotions that seem to occur when it comes to killing our people, every day in the streets in America. There's a national crisis. It's a literal genocide out here. And so, we have heightened senses where we're aware even more, like George Floyd, where we're aware and we go through the political system and try to get some type of retribution,
Yeah,
justice, right? But then, you don't hear much, but we're still getting shot and killed every day.
it's still happening. It's still happening. It's still happening. That is the truth. That is the truth. Well, Don, thank you so much for joining me today. It's as usual, it is a pleasure getting to catch up with you. Thank you so much.
So can I say one more thing?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I have a youth economics fund.
There we go.
Yeah, it captures funds for the youth, and with that, I'm presenting a 12-week entrepreneurship training camp at the beginning of 2022. So if anybody wants to donate to that fund, basically what it's going to do is take young people, to identify their passion and be able to sustain that passion on a level of entrepreneurship, and we need to impart that in our young people early, so that when we're adults at our age, we ain't out here just trying to swim and trying to figure it out. So, everything from opening a business account, opening your business LLC, corporation, 501c3, customer service, taxes, all that good stuff. We're going to walk them through it, and then they're going to make a business plan and be able to, and we're going to seed fund them. We're going to give them money. A lot of these organizations want to charge the parents and the child, and that don't make no sense, So we need to be able to impart tools. So if anybody wants to donate to that, feel free. I'm an artivist, I'm an activist.
Awesome. Well, I do want the viewers to know that all the links for that will be in the description of this video, so you can support, donate, and do all of that by following the links in the description of this video. Once again, Don, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah,
And to our viewers, thank you for watching. Bye. We thank our production sponsors, Whitman Walker Health and Bite the Fruit, for continuously supporting Team Rayceen Productions. Thank you.